On the one hand, you have Joe Biden, who has the courage and the commitment and the knowledge of America's history to speak the term Black Lives Matter. On the other hand, you have a Donald Trump who will never speak those words.
He does have a very long history. He is a racist through and through. He doesn't have to use the word N-word for it to become very clear what he is.
Very fine people in both groups. Very fine people. No president, sitting president, has ever said something like that.
Mr. Trump is a racist.
He is a tried and true, dyed-in-the-wool racist.
Demeaning women, degrading women, but also minorities, immigrants, people of other faiths.
We have racists, and they've existed, they've tried to get elected president. He's the first one that has.
CNN Tonight, I'm Don Lemon. The President of the United States is racist.
So he has a long record of engaging in racist behavior.
Second, whether or not to use the R word.
Can you think of any words that start with the letter R?
Racist in describing Donald Trump himself or his comments.
I can say now, Donald Trump is a racist. Yes, I can say that.
Perhaps the White House feels the president's remarks will be well received in some parts of this country, among some parts of the president's base. But it doesn't make what he said any less ignorant or any less racist. Not racial, not racially charged, racist.
Is Donald Trump a... Yes, he's a racist.
Trump's rally was described as unhinged, crude, and racist, as opposed to the stable, polite, and tolerant Trump rallies we're accustomed to.
Do you believe that the president is a white supremacist?
I believe everything the president says is done encourages white supremacists.
And then people say, well, you know, do you think he's a racist? Yes.
Donald Trump did everything in his power to try to make people fear us. See, his limited, narrow view of the world made him feel threatened by the existence of two hard-working, highly educated, successful people who happen to be black.
Who's going to tell him that the job he's currently seeking might just be one of those black jobs?
Native Americans, but he called them Indians, wanted some of the river back so they could catch salmon. And Gavin didn't just knock down one dam for the Indians, he knocked them all down. He knocked down 4 of the dams. I'm sorry, this is stolen land, first of all, okay? California is stolen land. Second of all, that's part of what always happens. These dams, there's preservation of the dam. So that was just complete, not only misinformation, but it was racist.
You keep wearing that red hat that says "Make America Great Again." That tells people that you go along with this. So you might as well just put a swastika on the hat. Swastika on the hat.
It's being reported that President Trump described Haiti, El Salvador, and African countries as shitholes.
Donald Trump made a comment that is the textbook definition of a racist comment.
President Trump grew frustrated with lawmakers Thursday, that's today, in the Oval Office when they floated restoring protections for immigrants from Haiti, El Salvador, and African countries as part of a bipartisan immigration deal, according to 2 people briefed on the meeting. Quote, "Why are we having all these people from blank hole countries come here?" Trump said, according to these people, referring to African countries and Haiti. He then suggested that the United States should instead bring more people from countries like Norway, whose prime minister he met yesterday.
It just shows that, the president has racist views.
Mr. President, will you give an apology for the statement yesterday?
Mr. President, did you refer to African nations? You swear shithole.
Mr. President, are you a racist? Mr. President, will you respond to these serious questions about your statement, sir?
No, Mr. President, answer the
I'm talking to the President, not you, sir. Mr. President, are you a racist?
And I've got a president of the United States whose office I respect, who talks about the countries of origins of my fellow citizens in the most despicable of manner.
The campaign tried to buy airtime from CNN to buy this ad. CNN said no, said this is a racist ad, it's not going to be sold, we're not going to sell you the airtime. describing it as racist, David, that was significant.
That's huge. That's huge. It's a bigger story, honestly. I saw it today, and I thought, because I was doing it, and I thought, wow, I wish I'd had a piece of it. This is huge. That CNN said this is racist, said we're not going to take your money, and then Don Jr. tweeted whatever he tweeted.
Right, he was complaining about,
Complaining about, oh yeah, here's CNN. No, that was a really great stand to take on it. We have to. We have to call him racist. We have to call him a misogynist when he says things, the things he says about women.
Yeah, you're going pretty far there saying we have to call him a racist.
We absolutely have to do.
Donald Trump's attacks on Judge Guriel are racist. He's quite literally saying Judge Guriel can't do his job because of his ethnicity.
But I have a judge who is a hater of Donald Trump. A hater. He's a hater. His name is Gonzalo Curiel. The judge who happens to be, we believe, Mexican.
If you are saying he can't do his job because of his race, is that not the definition of racism? I don't think so.
And we're going to have a lot of fun tonight.
You're a racist!
Who the hell is I knew this was going to happen. Who is that?
Trump's a racist!
It's Larry David. What are you doing, Larry?
I heard if I yelled that, they'd give me $5,000.
As a businessman, I can fully respect that. That's okay.
New Hampshire 1 just came out with a...
When I was leaving, I shouted, "Enjoy your burger, racist. I love New Hampshire," because I wanted to make sure that people remembered that he is racist, that he's using it to rally voters.
The illusory truth effect, the tendency to believe a falsehood as true after hearing it repeatedly over time, seems familiar.
Remember when this Trump incident resurfaced? They found dirt and used it with the aim of ending Trump's political campaign.
In case I start kissing her. You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. You just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the... I can do anything.
If Trump were truly a racist, credible proof or first-hand witnesses would have surfaced long ago. After 79 years, they haven't. The charge survives only through endless repetition, because repetition makes people believe there must be some truth to it. God bless Donald Trump, and God bless the United States of America.